Welcome, dear listeners, to the veiled corridors of history and the shadowy corners of the supernatural. Tonight, we draw the curtain on a tale as old as the stones of a castle that stands tall, yet shrouded in mystery, in the heart of France's Loire Valley. This is not just any tale, but one that whispers of secrets, betrayal, and an eternal haunting. Prepare yourselves for a journey into the past of the Chateau de Brissac, a majestic fortress known as the Giant of the Loire Valley, and the home to a presence that wanders through its vast halls. A presence known only as the Green Lady. As the tallest castle in France, Brissac's grandeur is unmatched, its history rich and tumultuous. But beneath its opulent facade lies a story so chilling it has traversed the centuries. Born from a dark chapter in the 15th century, our tale revolves around the spectral figure of the Green Lady, believed to be the tormented soul of Charlotte de Brézé, whose life was cut short by a betrayal most foul. Listeners, I invite you to lean in closer as we delve into a narrative rife with intrigue and despair, where the boundaries between the past and the present blur. From the echoing footsteps that fill the night to the eerie silence that pervades the daylight, the castle holds its breath, and perhaps so should we. For as we uncover the layers of this haunting, remember, the walls of Chateau de Brissac do not merely bear witness to history. They whisper it through the rustle of silk and the cold touch of the unseen. Join me as we step into a realm where the past is never truly dead, and where a figure draped in green continues to roam, ever searching, ever grieving. Let the story of the Green Lady lead us into the heart of the unknown, where fear, apprehension, and ambiguity reign. Welcome to the haunting of the Chateau de Brissac. In a verdant expanse of France's Loire Valley, where the river carves through the landscape, whispering secrets of the past, stands the Chateau de Brissac. This fortress, the Giant of the Loire, reaches towards the sky, taller than any castle in France, its silhouette a testament to centuries of history, power, and mystery. But let us not be fooled by its architectural grandeur, or the beauty of its surroundings. For within its walls, the Château de Brissac harbors tales not just of opulence and royal lineage, but of darkness, despair, and the echoes of a haunted past. Our journey begins in the 11th century, when the original fortress was erected. It was a time of knights and battles, a period when the strength of a manor was tested by the sword and the will. However, the Brissac that we know today, with its towering facade and lavish interiors, was born out of the ashes of the 100 Years' War. Reconstructed in the 15th century by the Brézé family, close advisors to the kings of France, the castle transformed into a statement of power and luxury, its grandeur surpassing that of a mere military stronghold. As we wander through its opulent halls, it's easy to be taken in by the splendor, the golden tapestries that dance in the light of flickering torches, the intricate woodwork that tells stories of glory and conquest, and the whispering silks that hint at secret rendezvous. Yet, beneath the surface of this magnificence, the Château de Brissac holds a deeper role in French history, a witness to the ebb and flow of power, to alliances forged and broken, and to the very essence of what it means to be part of France's noble heritage. But, dear listeners, as night falls and the shadows lengthen, the Château de Brissac reveals its true nature. It is said that the castle does not sleep. Rather, it watches and waits. For among the echoes of footsteps in its vast chambers, and the soft murmur of the Loire in the distance, there is another presence, a presence that has lingered through the centuries, bound to the stone and mortar of Brissac, a spectre whose story is intertwined with the very fabric of the castle's being. As we delve deeper into the heart of this towering edifice, let us tread carefully, for we are not alone. The Château de Brissac, in its majestic science, guards its secrets well, and as we stand, dwarfed by its immense walls, we must ask ourselves, what stories lie hidden within these rooms? What whispers are carried on the wind? Join me as we seek to uncover the truth, to peel back the layers of time, and to reveal the essence of the Château de Brissac, not just as a monument to human achievement, but as a vessel for the tales of those who have walked its halls, both living and dead. So, let us continue, with hearts open and minds alert, for the story of the Château de Brissac is not merely one of stone and history, but of souls and shadows, waiting to be told. Beneath the grandeur of the Château de Brissac, beneath its opulent chambers and silent, watchful statues, there lies a tale of love and betrayal, of a beauty so radiant, yet so cursed. This is the story of Charlotte de Brézé, known throughout the annals of time as the Green Lady, La Verte, whose fate has become as much a part of the chateau as the stones from which it was built. Born from a union shrouded in passion and power, Charlotte was the illegitimate daughter of King Charles VII of France and his beloved mistress, Agnes Sorel, the beauty whose influence over the king was as legendary as her own stunning appearance. With royal blood coursing through her veins, Charlotte's life was destined to be anything but ordinary. Yet, even in the light of luxury and privilege, darkness found its way to her. Her story becomes entwined with the Château de Brissac when she was wed to Jacques de Brézé, a nobleman of high standing, and the lord of the chateau. Their marriage, arranged and devoid of love, was a spectacle of the heiress politics and alliances. Jacques, a man of stern disposition and fierce jealousy, could not capture the heart of his ethereal wife, whose spirit yearned for freedom and love. Far from the cold stone walls of Brissac. As the years passed, Charlotte found solace in the arms of another, a love that dared to defy the constraints of her gilded cage. But love, when forbidden, burns too bright and too quickly. It was not long before whispers of her infidelity reached the ears of her husband, whispers that turned into roars of anger and vengeance. One fateful night, driven by rage and the shattered pride of a man scorned, Chateau De Brissac confronted Charlotte and her lover. The castle, a silent witness to countless dawns, now bore witness to a tragedy of such profound sorrow. In a fit of fury, Jacques murdered them both, their blood a stark contrast to the pale stones of their chamber. Charlotte, the luminous beauty adored by many, was reduced to a mere memory, her life extinguished in the very place she called home. But as we've come to learn, dear listeners, not all who die at Brissac depart from its halls. The Château de Brissac, a keeper of secrets and silent screams, became the eternal abode of Charlotte's restless spirit. She wanders its rooms and corridors, draped in the green of her final earthly attire, her eyes empty sockets that stare into the void of her tragic fate. They say her moans fill the night, a lament for love lost and a life stolen too soon. The tale of the Green Lady is not just a story of death. It is a narrative woven into the very essence of the Château de Brissac, a reminder of the thin veil that separates love from madness, life from the afterlife. As the moon casts its pale light over the towering silhouette of the chateau, one can't help but feel the weight of history, the presence of those who've walked its halls, and the sorrow of the Green Lady, forever etched into its legacy. So, as we venture further into the shadows of Brissac, let us tread softly, for we are treading on the remnants of lost souls and broken hearts. The story of Charlotte de Brissac is but one chapter in the chateau's long history, a chapter that reminds us of the price of passion and the eternal echo of a spirit wronged. As the legend of the Green Lady, Charlotte de Brissac, took root in the very foundations of the Château de Brissac, so too did reports of her sightings, weaving a tapestry of fear, curiosity, and the unexplained that has only grown with each passing century. The earliest accounts of encounters with Laudain Vert tell of a figure shrouded in a green dress, an ethereal presence that drifts silently through the vast rooms and shadowy corridors of the castle. Her appearance, though regal, carries with it a haunting aura that chills the bones of those who witness her. The most striking and terrifying aspect of the Green Lady is not her attire, but the voids where her eyes should be, hollow, endless pits that stare into the soul. They serve as a grim reminder of her tragic demise and the sorrow that keeps her tethered to the Château de Brissac. The tales tell us that she is most often seen in the tower room, the very place where her life was brutally taken from her. It is here, in the dead of night, or in the eerie light of dawn, that she wanders, her silent steps echoing a lament for her lost love and her untimely death. Visitors and residents alike have reported hearing her moans, a sorrowful sound that weaves through the air, as palpable as the mist that rises from the Loire River. Encounters with the Green Lady are not confined to the sight of her spectral figure. Many have spoken of a sudden drop in temperature, a chill that descends without warning, enveloping them in an invisible cloak of dread. Others have felt a touch, light as a feather, yet cold as the grave, a silent communication from a world beyond our own. The legend of the Green Lady has also given rise to tales of her restlessness. It is said that she does not confine her wanderings to the tower room alone. Her presence has been felt in the chapel, where the faintest hint of her perfume, a remnant of her earthly existence, lingers in the air. The grand halls, once the stage for lavish celebrations, now echo with the whispers of her footsteps, a reminder of the life she once led and the tragedy that befell her. But it is not merely her presence that haunts the Château de Brissac. It is the mystery of her existence, the unanswered questions that her spirit raises. Why does she linger in this realm? Is it the love she lost, the betrayal that ended her life, or the justice that was never served? The Green Lady, with her haunting eyes and sorrowful moan, embodies the fear, apprehension, and ambiguity that we, as mortals, feel in the face of the unknown. So, as we delve deeper into the shadows of Brissac, let us be mindful of the tales that have been passed down through generations. The story of the Green Lady is more than just a ghost story. It is a window into the past, a reflection of our own fears, and the eternal question of what lies beyond. The Château de Brissac, with its majestic beauty and dark secrets, continues to be a beacon for those who seek the thrill of the unknown, the mystery of the unseen, and the chilling embrace of a story that refuses to die. In the heart of the Château de Brissac, where history and mystery dance in the shadows, the tales of encounters with the Green Lady grow ever more chilling, painting a vivid portrait of a spirit that refuses to be forgotten. These accounts, passed from one visitor to the next, from the lips of the castle's owners to the ears of those who dare to explore its halls, serve as a testament to the enduring presence of Charlotte de Brézé, the tormented soul forever bound to her ancestral home. One such narrative comes from a guest who, during a stay at the chateau, was awakened in the dead of night by a sound that chilled the very marrow in her bones. It was a moan, low and sorrowful, a sound that seemed to emanate from the very walls of her room. Driven by a mix of fear and fascination, she followed the sound to the tower room, the heart of the Green Lady's domain. There, in the dim light passed by the moon through the mullioned windows, she saw her a figure in green, with voids where her eyes should be, standing silently before vanishing into the ether. The guest, though terrified, felt an overwhelming sense of sadness, a shared sorrow with the apparition before her. Another encounter tells of a historian, deeply engrossed in the study of the chateau's past, who felt a sudden chill upon entering the chapel. As he pored over ancient texts, he became aware of a presence beside him, a perfume hinting at a bygone era filling the air. Turning, he saw nothing but the sensation of being watched, of a sadness so profound it seemed to envelop him, left him in no doubt that he was in the company of the Green Lady. His work, once purely academic, took on a new meaning, an endeavor to understand not just the history of the chateau, but the story of its most infamous inhabitant. The reactions to these encounters have varied greatly among those who visit or reside within the Chateau de Brissac. For the owners, the presence of the Green Lady has become an accepted part of life within the castle. They speak of her not with fear, but with a respect that acknowledges her tragic fate and her role as the guardian of their home's history. To them, she is not a specter to be feared, but a reminder of the past, a link to the chateau's storied history. Visitors, drawn to the chateau by tales of its haunting, find themselves caught between the thrill of the hunt for the supernatural and the reality of coming face to face with it. Some leave with a sense of disappointment, their encounters with the Green Lady nothing more than an eerie feeling or an unexplained coldness. Others, however, depart with stories that will haunt their nights, convinced of the truth of the legends they had once doubted. The Chateau de Brissac, with its grandeur and ghosts, has thus become a place where the veil between the past and the present, the living and the dead, seems remarkably thin. The tales of the Green Lady, whether whispered in fear or spoken with a sense of wonder, have woven themselves into the fabric of the castle, as real and as palpable as the stones from which it is built. So, as we draw the curtain on this chapter, let us ponder the nature of these encounters. Are they mere figments of the imagination, conjured by the power of the legend, or are they genuine interactions with a spirit bound to the earth by the weight of her sorrow? The Chateau de Brissac, in its silent majesty, holds the answers, guarding its secrets as it has for centuries, a beacon for those who seek the thrill of the unknown and the touch of the past that lingers in the air, as tangible and as fleeting as the sight of the Green Lady herself. as the legend of the Green Lady has woven itself into the very fabric of the Chateau de Brissac. Its impact on a castle and its legacy is undeniable. This tale of tragedy and eternal haunting has transcended mere ghost story to become a significant draw for those who venture into the Loire Valley, seeking the thrill of the paranormal and the allure of history merged with mystery. The chateau, with its towering presence and storied past, has embraced the legend, allowing it to shape its identity in the modern world. The legend of the Green Lady has not only imbued the chateau with an aura of mystery, but has also catapulted it into the limelight as a prime destination for tourists and paranormal enthusiasts alike. Visitors from across the globe are drawn to Brissac, not just to marvel at its architectural splendor, or to wander through its lush vineyards, but to possibly catch a glimpse of Charlotte de Brézé, the sorrowful spectre in green, and to feel the chill of her presence. The castle's tours often highlight her story, guiding the curious through the tower room, her favorite haunt, and inviting them to tread softly, lest they disturb her eternal rest. Moreover, the Chateau de Brissac has become a coveted site for paranormal investigations, attracting teams equipped with the latest in ghost hunting technology, all eager to uncover evidence of the Green Lady's existence. These investigations, often conducted under the cloak of night, add a layer of scientific inquiry to the legend, seeking to bridge the gap between myth and reality. Whether these endeavors yield tangible proof or not, they underscore the fascination with the Green Lady and the enduring appeal of the unknown. The role of ghost stories and legends, such as that of the Green Lady, extends beyond mere entertainment or curiosity. They serve as vital links to our past, encapsulating the fears, desires, and tragedies of those who came before us. In the case of the Chateau de Brissac, the legend of the Green Lady has played a crucial role in its preservation and tourism. It has transformed the castle into a living museum, a place where history is not just recounted, but felt, where the past breathes through the whispers of the walls and the chill of the air. This symbiosis between ghost stories and historical preservation is a testament to the power of narrative. It demonstrates how tales of the supernatural can engage the public imagination, fostering an appreciation for history and culture that might otherwise be overlooked. For many, the legend of the Green Lady is a gateway to discovering the rich tapestry of France's heritage, an invitation to explore the complexities of the human experience as it has unfolded over the centuries. As we contemplate the impact of the Green Lady on the Chateau de Brissac, we are reminded of the intricate dance between the tangible and the ethereal, the historical and the legendary. The story of Charlotte de Brézé, though rooted in tragedy, has bestowed upon the chateau a kind of immortality, ensuring that its halls will be walked, its stories told, and its mysteries pondered for generations to come. In this light, the legend of the Green Lady is not merely a ghost story. It is a narrative thread that binds the past to the present, inviting us to explore the shadows of history with a sense of wonder, apprehension, and an ever-present ambiguity about the barriers between this world and the next. As we close this chapter, let us carry forward the allure of the unknown, the seduction of the unseen, and the eternal human quest to understand the mysteries that lie just beyond our grasp. As we draw the curtain on your exploration of the Chateau de Brissac and its eternal inhabitant, the Green Lady, we find ourselves enveloped in the dense mist of history, folklore, and the unexplainable. The story of Charlotte de Brézé, cloaked in her verdant shroud, transcends the mere walls of the chateau, embedding itself deeply into the rich tapestry of French folklore and ghost tales. It is a narrative that resonates with the universal themes of love, betrayal, and a quest for redemption, themes that know no bounds of time or place. The legend of the Green Lady stands as a beacon within the broad expanse of French supernatural lore, a reminder of the enduring nature of such stories and their power to captivate the human heart. Across the ages, France has been a fertile ground for tales of the spectral and the mystical, with each story acting as a thread in the vast, interwoven fabric of cultural identity. The tale of the Green Lady contributes to this legacy, offering a poignant glimpse into the past and the timeless human fascination with the boundary between life and death. The appeal of the Green Lady's story, and indeed the allure of all ghost tales, lies in their unique blend of history and myth. These narratives, while often grounded in real events and figures, transcend the limitations of historical fact, venturing into the realm of the metaphysical. This blend serves not only to entertain, but also to provoke thought, stirring the imagination and inviting us to consider the mysteries that lie just beyond the veil of the known world. Such stories continue to captivate audiences and attract visitors to places like the Chateau de Brissac, not merely as tourists, but as pilgrims in search of a connection to the past. The legend of the Green Lady beckons to those who seek to brush against the ephemeral, to those who yearn to feel the shiver of encountering something beyond themselves. It is this yearning that draws people to the chateau, eager to tread the halls where history and myth converge, where the whisper of the Green Lady's silk gown might still be heard in the quiet of a moonlit night. As we reflect on the tale of the Green Lady, we are reminded of the power of storytelling, of its ability to bridge the gap between the seen and the unseen, the past and the present. In the story of Charlotte de Brézé, we find not only a ghost story, but a window into the soul of a time long past, a reflection on the complexities of the human condition. Her tale, like all great legends, serves as a mirror, reflecting our own fears, desires, and the eternal quest for understanding. In the grand halls of the Château de Brissac, where history whispers from every stone. The story of the Green Lady endures, a testament to the human fascination with the spectral and the supernatural. It is a story that will continue to be told as long as there are those who listen, those who seek to peer into the darkness and ponder the mysteries that lie within. So, as we conclude our journey through the shadows of Brissac, let us carry with us the memory of the Green Lady, a symbol of the enduring allure of the unknown, and a reminder that the past is never truly silent. In the tale of Charlotte de Brézé, we find not only a ghost story, but a piece of the human story, a narrative that, despite the passage of centuries, continues to echo in the hearts of those who dare to listen. As we draw the final curtain on our journey through the shadowed halls of the Château de Brissac and the ethereal presence of the Green Lady, we find ourselves at the end of a path that has led us through the mists of time, into the heart of legend, and back again. This tale, steeped in the deep hues of history, love, betrayal, and the unending search for redemption, has woven its threads around our hearts, leaving an indelible mark on our imaginations. The story of Charlotte de Brézé, the Green Lady, serves as a poignant reminder of the power of narrative to transcend the barriers of time and space, connecting us with the past in a way that history books alone cannot achieve. It is through stories like these that we touch the essence of humanity, exploring the depths of emotion, the complexities of life, and the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding. As we bid farewell to the Château de Brissac, its towering presence receding into the distance, we carry with us the echoes of the past, the whisper of silk on stone, the chill of a presence felt but not seen. The Green Lady, with her tragic tale and spectral beauty, remains a guardian of the Château's legacy, a symbol of the enduring fascination with the supernatural and the human desire to connect with the unseen. This journey into the heart of one of France's most haunting legends has been an invitation to explore the shadows, to question the boundaries between the known and the unknown, and to marvel at the enduring power of stories to captivate and transform. The tale of the Green Lady, while rooted in the specific history of the Château de Brissac, reflects a universal curiosity and fear, a testament to the shared human experience. As we conclude this episode, let us not forget the stories that linger in the shadows, waiting to be told. They remind us of our shared humanity, our fascination with the unknown, and our eternal quest for understanding. The story of the Green Lady of Brissac may have ended, but the journey into the heart of mystery and legend continues, as long as there are tales to be told and listeners to hear them. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the Château de Brissac and the legend of the Green Lady. May the stories you encounter always inspire curiosity, wonder, and a deeper connection to the past. Until we meet again, dear listeners, keep the lantern of imagination burning bright, and never cease to peer into the darkness, for it is there that the most compelling tales are found. Farewell, and may your paths be ever illuminated by the light of story and the whispers of history.